We begin at 6 live in Ludington. Closing arguments in Sean Phillips' trial are now complete. The judge is giving the jury their instructions. Phillips is accused of unlawful imprisonment in the case of his daughter, baby Kate's disappearance. The infant has not been seen since last June. 24-Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks has been covering every twist and turn from this trial, and he joins us live from the Mason County Courthouse again tonight. Leon?
Brian, good evening. Lots to talk about today. The defense laid out its entire case earlier today, which included allegations of an alleged murder for hire attempt on Sean Phillips' part, also alleging that Ariel Cortland actually wanted baby Kate dead. We're going to get to that in just a moment. But first, we want to talk about what's happening now. The judge is giving the jury instructions before this case will go to them for them to start deliberating, taking all the time they need to decide this case. But not before closing arguments got tense when the defense attorney accused the prosecution of misleading the jury. Take a listen to that.
Who is interested in knowing where Catherine is right now? Ariel? And an awful lot of other people are interested in knowing where she is.
Your Honor, I would object at this time. It doesn't matter if other people hear where she's at. The elements, he's misleading the jury. The elements.
Absolutely not am I misleading the jury.
There's about time we have a break, so I'm going to take this argument out of your presence.
The jury stepped out, court went into recess for a few minutes, came back, allowed Spagnola to finish his arguments. He did apologize to the judge for what he called snapping during the heat of those closing arguments. Earlier today, it was all about the defense. They only used this day to lay out their entire case to defend Sean Phillips. While the prosecution called more than 30 witnesses to make its case, defense attorney Annette Smedley called just 3, at least one of which who plainly revealed some shocking testimony about her client.
Did Sean ever offer you anyone?
Yes.
How much was that?
$5,000.
To do what?
Kill Ariel.
But he says he never told police about that. The same witness also testified that Ariel Cortland had discussed kidnapping her older daughter, whose custody has been a constant point of disagreement between Sean and Ariel. Other testimony from Ariel Cortland's former boss was aimed at showing that it was really Ariel who wanted baby Catherine Phillips gone.
She went on to say that she wishes that the baby had never been born. She wishes that it would just disappear or die or it would just go away.
Ariel's response to the notion?
Excuse me? No, I've never said such a horrible thing.
You never said that.
I've never said that.
The former boss also said he heard Ariel say that Sean Phillips had told her what happened to Kate, that he threw her in a lake. The defense asked if she said that, if she heard that from a text message from Sean.
No. He was in jail. How could he text me?
And what about the prosecution's surprise final witness? We did hear from him today, testifying about checking out a family that may have been scoped out by Ariel Cortland on her computer to adopt baby Kate out to. The FBI found the couple, but nothing much more.
We found absolutely nothing to indicate that there was a child at that residence.
The case now goes to the jury after closing arguments, urging them in 2 different directions. As they always do, also drawing attention today, what we did not hear. If you'll remember, there was a motion to add a witness to the defense list, a surprise witness named Jamie Jones from the Missing You Foundation that was supposed to testify and draw questions about the clothing, the supposed last outfit that baby Kate was wearing. He never showed up in court. We asked the defense attorney about that. She said that he simply flaked out, in her words, that he didn't return her calls, didn't show up to court, and she hadn't yet given him a subpoena. So she doesn't know what happened with him. His testimony obviously never heard by the jury. And of course, the big question that the defense would not answer all along, would Sean Phillips testify in his own defense? Obviously now we know that the answer is no. We never heard from him. The jury expected to start deliberations any minute now. We're continuing to cover the case, of course, online at woodtv.com. Reporting live in Ludington, Leon Hendricks, 24-Hour News 8.
Leon, thank you. Once the jury has a verdict, we'll bring you complete coverage. We plan to carry that verdict live on air at Wood TV. We'll also stream it live on woodtv.com.